Hey everyone, this is the Kubeflow community call for the 13th of January 2026. It's a new year. Some of us weren't here last year. I'm sure it was a new year then too. Um, as normal, it's a CNCF project and we follow the CNCF Code of Conduct. If you are new here, we always like to have an introduction. So if someone has joined the call for the first time and just wants to say hi and introduce themselves quickly, that's great. And I welcome anyone to either unmute or
Hello,
just type in the
everyone.
chat. Hey, welcome.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, this Hamed from Nigeria. I'm a DevSecOps engineer from Nigeria. I'm happy to be part of the community and looking forward to the growth opportunity. Looking forward to contribute to the community's growth and also grow with the community. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Do you have any particular component you want to help contribute to, or just looking around?
Yes, we're here for Kubeflow, right? This is a Kubeflow community call, right?
Yep, there's a bunch of different projects that, so this is like the general community call, but every project like pipelines, notebooks, Spark operator, these all things have their own meetings as well. So if you find a particular part of Kubeflow that you're interested in helping out with, look for the working group meetings. And this goes for anyone who's watching the recording or listening in the call too.
So,
Um,
okay. So where
either way
can
you
I get
find them.
that?
Yep, that's a good question. You go to kubeflow.org. I I don't know if the community
For
button works. It
information
looks like it
about
does.
them.
And then you go down to the calendars and you can click view the calendar in the LFX one. And you can join meetings, get them added to your calendar by clicking on it and then registering. So if you wanted to register for this one, or so not every meeting occurs every week, so you might have to look down the list, but you can see the full list of ones
Okay.
that should have meetings here.
All right. Can you just share this URL in the
Yeah, yeah,
chat?
yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect.
I
I'm
just
actually going to put this in the oh, there you go. Someone made a guide. Who made the guide? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I added this. I think Tarek and Valentina recently. I think Yash adding
Oh,
this
one day ago.
guide. Yeah, so we have a guide, and we're planning to upload this guide to the official Qflow YouTube channel as well. So I think we should promote this for all the newcomers.
Cool. Yeah, I agree. Every time we do the introductions, we should just do it at the top of the call like this. Awesome. Let's do that next time as well. Anyone else want to introduce themselves?
So hey Matthew, hi Ramesh, Andre, hi everyone. I'm Sean. So I've been here in this community for like about like 2 weeks. I've done some like basics. I've like first started to like use GCP to like provision a Kubernetes cluster and then try to like Kubeflow on it, and then realized that it's actually like a bit expensive. And then I try to like use Minikube, and then I know like I think it's like I'm having like some troubles like using Minikube, so I'm just like trying to like run the entire project and then try to just get more exposure. So I was just wondering if there's any uh like guidance you guys can provide, and just looking for that.
Cool. This is probably not quite the right place for support, but if you have issues, we recommend raising issues or asking in the Slack is usually a good place for people. Maybe in the Kubeflow
Okay.
platform channel for the one you're asking about. There's like a channel. Oh, sorry. Again, another great thing actually. We should probably have a Slack channel. A good idea actually, but yeah, so there's a bunch of channels. The one that I think you want to talk in for that is platform.
Yeah, I mean I did the same thing. I use the manifest to like it's getting slow. I don't know if like I'm making sense, but I don't think I can like like basically run all the projects on the Minikube, or also like I have like a doesn't have like a powerful like hardware, so I don't know if that's the issue.
Anyway, so let's definitely talk about this offline. But
Oh,
thank
okay, okay,
you.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Okay, cool. Anyone else want to say hi quickly?
Hey, I want to introduce myself. Am I audible?
Of course.
Yes, I am Sanskar. I'm currently working as software engineer at Equinox. Before I am part of Kaiwano community, and I'm also looking for making good contribution, and I'm seeing the project grow like super rocket, and just want to interact with people and join the community. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. Anyone else? We've got probably 1 or 2 more minutes. Cool. Okay, Ramesh. GSOC.
All right. Okay. So GSOC 2025, we concluded that in the late or mid-November. I want to first thank and congratulate all the mentors and the mentees that have participated in GSOC 2025. We had 12 projects. I think one dropped, 11 projects continued. All of them had a passing grade. That is a really remarkable achievement, in my opinion, to have all the mentors and mentees, successfully completing the project, right? A lot of times we see, people losing interest or, dropping in between. But, it goes to say the quality of our mentorship in the Kubeflow community. I applaud all the mentors for a great year last year. And we also had one mentor represent us in the GSOC summit last year and present about all the different components we have developed using the GSOC there. So that was a success too. Every little thing, it helps the community. So GSOC 2026 is right around the corner. I mentioned this one last week's, a couple of weeks ago meeting too. The organization applications start on January 19th and go through February 30th is the deadline. That means that we have to have the proposals and ready to go to submit to Google Summer of Code on February 3rd. So I am looking for returning mentors, new mentors who may be participating in the Kubeflow community to come ahead and submit your proposals, right? From all the different components. I have started a PR for this, and I have listed that in the document. If you have an idea, or please go ahead and put a proposal into that PR. You can refine, even if it is a. Don't think that you have to have a very concrete idea right now. Right now, we need to have at least if you have hey, this would be good. Go ahead and jot it down, and we can refine it. Before we do the finished submission to the GSOC program, so that we can be. I'm again looking at least 10 to 15 different proposals, even in GSOC 2026. So please go ahead and submit your, mentors. If you have an idea, go ahead and submit those ideas into those PR. I'm gonna clean those up and submit that as an application on February 3rd. Or I would like to do it before, if not on February 3rd. I can answer any questions you may have, about GSOC.
Cool. So the date's February 3rd. We have to have done everything by. Do you need some days before then to probably finalize the thing? So where are we collecting these proposals? You know what I mean? For mentors. Again, to be clear, this is for mentors to write proposals. Students submit proposals later.
Right. Exactly. This is only for the mentors. Right now, I'm asking all the team leads or any other mentors in the different components to come forward. You can directly submit take this PR and add it to the PR. I just put in a initial PR in there with a template. But feel free to take that and add it to the PR. Otherwise, if you add it to the comment, I'll go and add all those
Maybe
things.
what we should do is just merge this with no projects here, and then have everyone pull request in their projects, and then we just kind of have
Yeah.
like a basic approval process just to make sure they don't kind of. Because I think last time it was very difficult to figure out what was happening.
Okay, I'm good with that too, Matthew.
And then we should also force a structure, right? So we have. Is this the same structure we used last time?
Yes, exactly.
Because last time it also got out of hand with everyone doing structures
Yeah,
that were different.
Yeah. Maybe that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and there was one comment from Andre. I didn't know how to fix that, but we can resolve that. Then we can go ahead and push this one in. Then everybody can submit on top of it.
But I also do want to highlight that this nothing in here is allowed to bypass the KIP process. You know what I mean? If something affects the whole community, you can't just force it through with a project on GSOC. Like it is important. So like the project, and so submitting a project for that doesn't have an approved KIP could make it very difficult to mentor. That's just what I'm trying to say. If you're not if you're doing something that doesn't just affect your project, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, as a mentor, I mean, yeah, we had this. Yeah, we had a few issues with that last time.
I see a hand raised. Hamad, do you have a question?
Yes, I do. So the volunteering you're talking about, is there a program coming up that you need mentor for? Or is it something that's currently going on, or is just the contribution to the projects in general?
This is a Google summer of code that Google Google runs this program every summer. So you can look for Google Summer of Code on website, or we have links to it from the
Yes,
past.
I know Summer of Code.
Right. If you are already contributing to Kubeflow and you are versatile, if you are familiar with one of the components and you want to mentor, I welcome you to sign up as a mentor. If you are just recently joined, then maybe next year you can join as a mentor. This year, if you are a student, you can apply directly to one of these projects that mentors are going to specify here using Google's website. But this is a list of projects that we would like to propose with that program.
Okay. So actually, this is my first time joining the call. So,
right. If you
go ahead.
And also, just to let you know that Google Summer of Code is typically only open for the students who are in the universities currently. If you are already working as a software engineer in a company, it's typically you are not eligible to participate in it. But that does not preclude you from contributing to the Kubeflow community in general. Anybody can contribute to the right. The GSOC only gives students some stipend to as an internship kind of a way to do it. I
think we've got a couple more hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know who's first, but I'll go to Akash first.
Yeah, hi Ramesh, and like this question is for both you and Andre. What is because last year I contributed as GSOC contributor. Let's say this year I want to take that project forward, or even let's say as a mentor I want to help that the project go forward, or let's say we have some issues which are like they will typically take like 1 or 2 months to actually code. So I'm thinking to put up some of those projects as GSOC project for Kubeflow. So Ramesh, to you, like, what is the procedure that we have to submit projects in this format, or these are the projects that are eligible? Is there any formal procedure, or?
I
Right.
think that
So
we're
that's
figuring it
exactly
out.
what I'm soliciting today for Akash is look at this. We are going to get this template pushed into the repository. All you
Yeah,
need to do is submit another your proposal on
right,
using the template inside this PR. Submit
right,
another edit to this file right here.
right,
Okay,
right.
you put
Ramesh,
your
like,
project in there, how much, what you are intending to do, what the skill levels and all that stuff, just like how you contributed last year.
right, right. Like my question was like kind of different. Like last year, I remember there was a one issue where all the projects were listed. That's how I got to know. Okay, this is the project I want to contribute. Now, being on the second side, being a mentor, let's say I want to put up some project from trainers component. So like
Yep.
to Andrew, like do I have to discuss with Andrew and other maintainers for trainer project? Like okay,
I would
these are
suggest that you do that. I would suggest that you, within the project you're suggesting, you make sure
Yeah.
that everyone agrees. Probably,
yes, right, right.
Ramesh,
So
do you agree that we should?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if a mentor is doing, especially if components have team, leads,
right.
discuss that with your lead. I mean, that
Okay.
goes with what Matthew was saying too, right? If there is a future you are trying to put it in GSOC, if there is a KEP along with it, make sure that KEP is at least mentioned there and everybody is favorable in approving it, at least going towards the approval rather than having a big debate about maybe it's not going through the approval.
Right, right,
Just
right.
because you have it in the GSOC does not give something something approved by the community. Yeah.
Right, 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 of course. Okay.
But
Okay.
I think, Ramesh, can we formalize that maybe? So we merged your one with no things in there, and then every subsequent one that gets added needs to be approved by the working group leads of the component it affects. Or if it
No,
affects every component, then the entire project.
that's a great idea, Matthew. I think if we can, maybe we can make sure that we follow that in the review process of the PR.
Like, yeah, we need an LGTM from the working group
Lead
leads
up.
of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
but
think that just stops it from, yeah.
the only thing I caution is, we have a very, very limited time, right? February 3rd is not too far out. It's only 20 days out, and we usually, so please please, just give, few minutes of thought, take a half an hour and put your thoughts together because we don't have a whole lot of time before.
I mean, we can
They don't give
chase
us,
those leads up. We can chase the leads up, you know what I mean? Like, as long
yeah,
as people who are willing, but again, it's very likely that the mentors will be at least in the owner's files, so will be known to the leads, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
I see Kushi, you probably next, then I'll go to Andre.
Hello. Hi, everyone. So I'm Kushi, and this is my first community meeting today. I'm a new contributor in Kubeflow, and I've been contributing from past 20 to 30 days. And I'm contributing to pipeline and trainers like actively. And I'm also interested in participating in GSOC this year. So I wanted to, as a contributor, I'm a pre-final year student. So I want to contribute as a contributor. So what is the procedure? And I mean, what do you expect from a contributor? Would like to know.
Yeah, Kushi, welcome to the Kubeflow community. First of all,
Thank you.
congratulations. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So this is right now. This is for the mentors I'm asking for. When the program opens, I have some dates. You can also search GSOC 2026, and you will see the program dates. And I think I also mentioned in the PR what some of the dates are. But there is applications open on March 16th. So on March 16th, you would go. I mean, you can already be working on something with some of the contributors, some of the maintainers here on some projects. So on March 16th, I would like you to go to the website and see, start putting a proposal together for one of the projects on the GSOC, right? And submit that. So if you already have a working relationship, with some of the leads in the Kubeflow community, you have a better chance of being picked when we do have these slots open. So it improves your chances of being a contributor a lot higher. So please keep contributing. But hit me up after March 16th.
Yeah, sure, Ramesh. Thank you so much. Thank you.
But don't stop contributing to the Kubeflow, because that does it. We do take that as a very high. Last year, we gave preference to the students who were already at least started their contributions even before GSOC.
Yeah, actually, I've started contributing. I've raised 2-3 PRs also, and I'm also actively contributing to other CNCF orgs like Kubestellar. So yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Andre.
Yeah, I want to quickly say a couple of things. First of all, I mean, thanks so much for this. I think you've been pushing this for the last 2 years, and it's really establishing us, as an organization who, participate in the GSOC, which is amazing. I think we saw a lot of contributions from 2023, and it's growing significantly. So I mean, definitely, like you've done a lot of great work. I think a couple of things I want to, come back to the Akash question. If you want to be a mentor, this is great. In the next 2 weeks, please attend the working group calls, as Matthew said, because all the work, I agree with Matthew, should be discussed with the maintainers. And I think these calls, next 2 weeks, please attend the calls and propose your topic. And hopefully, like my expectation from project owners to maybe allocate 10 to 15 minutes for your calls to speak about GSOC proposals, right? So I think we will do this for SDK, for Trainer, for KT, for other projects that we maintain, but for other folks like pipelines, Spark Operator, notebooks, and the platform releases, I hope you also will spend time to, talk about proposals. And then we can allocate mentors for this work. And I think I also want to say quickly that, yes, like Ramesh is right, like if you contribute more, this will be kind of a point for us to consider, if you can be eligible, or like we select you. So like we kind of like measure your contributions throughout this, like onboarding period. So please contribute more and more and try to get engaged with other, working group leads and community. Yeah. I think that's
the best way to contribute is to join the meetings and find tasks that way as well. Just sort of highlight that.
Yeah.
Don't just like make pull requests for things that without talking to people. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that's a good, also good, good reminder, Andre, for all the component leads here. Please take this as a agenda item into your next community call, and see what proposals you guys can come up with. So because by the next time we meet, we will be right on the date, probably very close.
So wait, what is the next date? So next week it's
next community meeting. We may be very close to it, right? Today is 13th, so 27th would be next time we meet. So I would like
we have to have done it before the next one, or is it when actually is the one?
I would like to at least finalize around 27th to 30th.
Yeah.
So that I can have the application prepared after that.
Cool.
All right, great. Hopefully everybody, every community lead will have a time to talk to their community and come up with the good ideas before then.
You also have to be willing to mentor it, by the way. Just highlighting
right.
that you don't. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're proposing a topic that you are going to mentor. Just putting it out there.
Right.
It's not free labor.
If you have any questions, please hit me on CNCF Slack. I am available on there. The request is also sent out on the Slack, as well as a Kubeflow discuss meeting, so you can also find that information there. Great. Thank you so much for the time here, Matthew.
No, it's everyone's. We always appreciate your work on this as well, and I hope we have another successful year. Awesome.
Look forward to it.
Let's. Do we still have anyone? I think someone dropped. Tarek, are you still here? Yes, you're here.
Yes.
Do you want to quickly talk about KubeCon?
Yes. Yeah. So we a couple of updates here. So we have submitted the form for the KubeCon booth. So we are on the waiting list. So to get a booth. So hopefully CNCF would get some updates about this. So that's for the booth, and then there is some changes or like some modification a little bit in the schedule. So we didn't start promoting the event yet, so we're still waiting for that. And then we have also a deadline for the sponsors. That's 2nd of February. So there are some benefits in that. So please and encourage your company to submit to sponsor the event. So this will be a joint event for not only for Kubeflow, but it will also be the Kubernetes AI or cloud native AI plus Kubeflow Day. So that's the co-located event. And the deadline, yeah, it's 2nd of February. Then there are also some scholarships that are available, and then the deadline for that is 15th of February. So if you meet the requirements mentioned here, you can apply for scholarship to attend the event. So that's for the KubeCon EU. There's also
sorry, Tarek, before we move on to the next KubeCon. So for the KubeCon EU, I know Valentina has reached out to CNCF about Kubeflow booth. Do you know about any updates there?
No, we got an email today, I guess, from them that that we are currently in the waiting list. And then once they have received some cancellation, so that we have some free spot there, then we will get the booth. That's the last email from them.
Out of interest, Tarek, do you know if we were a graduated project at the time, whether it would just guarantee us a booth?
I am not 100% sure if all graduated projects are guaranteed a booth or you need to fill this form anyway. That I don't know.
Cool, just checking, because we'll probably be a graduated project by then, hopefully. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
but still,
yes, sorry for interrupting. I think from my knowledge, yes, Matt, you're right. The graduate project always has a booth. I'm not really sure we're going to graduate, but yes, you're right.
We can be hopeful. We gotta speak hopeful.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully George can help us with it. Anyway.
Sorry, Akesh, you have your hand up as well.
Tarek, again, I think I was I think last call I have written about KubeCon India. The reason again I'm speaking it again is because I think deadline is very short. I think it's 1st of Feb. So even for both CFs, everything, deadline is very short. So last time I remember me and yes, we and Jono, of course, we were handling the KubeCon booth in KubeCon India. So I'm not sure who applied for that. Maybe Valentina or Jono. If even for KubeCon India as well, if you can get a booth and people who are interested, they can submit talks. That will be better. So just to remind that as well.
Yes.
Akash, do you want to volunteer and just move forward, or you should be part of the committee to do so?
Sorry?
Do you know if you can apply for us? If you can, first of all, if you've been there and if you can help us with KubeCon India, maybe you should just move forward and apply for the booth.
Of course, I would love to do that. I'll connect with Tariq, how do we apply, or if we have to send a mail or something. I would be there in Mumbai, of course. And I think a couple of more contributors at least from India, if they're willing, we can have that same rotation-wise booth covering, how we have for other KubeCons. So yeah, I'll see if I can help with that.
Cool. Okay. We do only have 20 minutes left, but if your question, do you have a question, Hamid? Hamid?
Yes, I do. Can you hear me? Yes, I do.
Yes.
I have a question. So my question will be on for new community member who are open to contribute, and is there any kind of mentorship or help any of the leaders in the community can render to people who are open to contribute? They know how to go about that. And the second question is, if if there are any KubeCon in Africa, or if there will be any conference anytime soon, and if there's any plans for that. I don't know if my questions make sense to you.
So I don't know about the Africa one. That seems like a question for the CNCF. Was there one, Andre? Do you remember?
No, you can try to reach out to CNCF. I think they have this CNCF the events Slack channel, but not but probably they have the Kubernetes days. They might be. So I mean, if you try to search for Kubernetes days, you might find something, but not like CNCF, the KubeCons.
Oh.
Yep. Okay,
So
cool.
for my first question,
Yeah, so I'd say your best, so mentorship is two ways, right? It does require a mentor to be available. Google Summer of Code is a formal structure that we use to do it. If you find and contribute to parts of Kubeflow, there might be maintainers who are willing to help mentor you as well. But Google Summer of Code is typically a way that we formalize it. But you do have to realize that we often get hundreds to thousands of submissions. So and only pick maybe 10 people. So that is just
I
something to highlight
also
there.
I think what like from my point of view, I think what you should do, Hamid, like try to join community calls, not this one, but the working group one. First of all, understand like what the current what is the currently in the work stream, how you can help, and start looking, for example, for good first issues. So we do have like there are a lot of homework you need to do by yourself, because again, like we don't like there are all of us kind of full-time employees, so it's really hard for us to mentor everyone. But at the same time, we have this community calls where you can ask questions, where you can check the good first issues and start to do some small contributions. So even like, for example, updating the documentation website, so working on examples, or fixing some small bugs. So then you familiarize yourself with the projects and understand how you can help, even helpful to the community, and find what you've been interested in to work on. So there are a bunch of things you can get involved there. Hopefully that makes sense.
all right. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Okay, anyone else got anything they need to talk about with KubeCon? Otherwise, we should move on to the release thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, one thing in general, like regarding the events, like the virtual event that we can have during summer has also been accepted by CNCF. So more details also to come to this, but just update that the virtual event that will be in August is also approved by CNCF.
Okay, so do we have any information about that? What do we need to do?
Yeah, so once the event is being created, then we get more dates from CNCF of like when the submission for the talks would happen, and then we need to add the promotion also to the website in the header, and then we more details to come into that.
So
they have just accepted our submission in late December.
We know the date yet then?
Not the specific, it's in August, but also like the specific date that's to come as well. So the event idea was accepted, so to say, but then the actual date and the creation of the date on the CNCF website, this is yet to happen.
So what are our next steps? Do we need to organize topics or?
Yeah, I think like because for example there are some so now the accepted talks in the KubeCon EU have been announced. So like for example folks that have submitted there but didn't get a place in the KubeCon EU, they can submit also during the next virtual event, for example. Once this is in place, we will update the website and like people to submit the talks there.
So is it our website or their website?
So they CNCF need to create the event link and sessionize and so on from their end first, and then we take these links and then we promote it in our website.
Like CNCF website, we will link to it on our website. Okay, cool. So we got a couple months, but that's good to know. Any other events we need to talk about?
No, I think Akash mentioned about KubeCon India, so that also more details to come. We submit the booth and so on. So we'll more details maybe in the next community call. But seems really positive that we have a person there as well.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about that more in the next one, because when is the date on that one, by the way?
18-19 June, I think. The event.
Okay. Cool. Let's keep going. So release, I think someone was able to talk about that. Hopefully they're still in the call. I know it might be too rapid.
Yeah. So the yes, yeah, yes. So I'll be the release manager of the next release for Kubeflow AI reference platform. We had in a discussion in Slack and in the Kubeflow discuss to change from the releases from Semver to calendar version instead. So we take like a specific date and then we cut the release from all the components and do the manifest sync. So there has been some good discussion there in Slack, and Andre started the thread, and then we had it also in Kubeflow discuss, but we didn't conclude like, is that agreed that we proceed with this in the upcoming release so that we can update the handbook and so on. At least we
need
didn't
to
get.
agree. We probably need the
What would be the process for doing that change, so to say?
Do we have a cap?
And we didn't get any. Okay, good question.
We should probably just do a cap and then vote on it, right? That seems like.
You mean for calendar version cap?
Yeah.
I don't think, Matthew, we need, to be honest. I mean,
I agree it's a good idea, but we should just, even if it's just saying, because maybe we, I don't know, right? It's just a question.
Yeah.
Use time.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's really controversial, yeah. I mean, it's not really architectural change, right? It's just about make it more convenient for users, right? To understand what we do here.
I think the question is more some of the specifics. Like, okay, how many are we doing a year? What does a version mean? Like, does this mean it's a major, is this equivalent to a major version or a minor version?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's, I think I have this in my message in terms of patch releases and major minor version, and how the update might look like. Yeah. Anyway, like my suggestion is to iterate on this and see how it goes. But I mean, if release team wants to have a cap, or Matthew, you want to propose a cap,
I
feel
know
free
it's
to
more
do
like
so.
it's more like the only two things I wanted to kind of formalize are just what the version means so that we can all agree. Like, that you don't make breaking changes on a 0.1, you know what I mean? But you're allowed to make one on a point this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then another one was that the goal should be to have 2 of them per year, one before each major KubeCon, EU and EMEA.
Yep, I think this is what we agree on the thread, right?
Yeah, I'm just making sure, like, maybe we should write that down. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a good idea to write it down, Tarek, in the kubeflow.org or in the manifest. I don't know, like, where you have this. And release handbook, actually, right?
Yeah, yes.
So I think maybe someone from release team can update the release handbook to explain this, right?
Okay. Yes. Okay, so that maybe we can create a update like in the release handbook with these updates, and then yeah, that should be sufficient instead of like a cap, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Then the other point is that yeah, so this is a new release, so we are assembling the team. So we have multiple open roles available in the in the release team. So if someone is interested, we have our bi-weekly meeting on Monday. So maybe I'll post the link to the meeting here as well. So this will be really valuable contribution. It's also a good way to contribute in general to the Kubeflow community. So it's highly recommended to join.
So quick question, by the way, are we going to format it with another point for the patch, or how does Ubuntu do this?
I
Like, is
think
it
Andre, maybe you
0,
can.
1, or is it just 1? Is it like the first version is this and the next version is this, or is the first version this? Yeah.
Yeah, let me check.
Anyway, so I just wanted to highlight that out. So yeah, we should figure that out as well.
Yeah.
Is the first version 26.03.0 or 26.03, and is the second version 26.03.1 or something else like patch 1? You know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try to create a request to in update the handbook, and then I'll post it here as well so that we can continue discussion.
Cool. We don't need to decide this obviously before the release, but still, it's just we need to figure it out. Yeah. Cool. Okay, we've only got like 8 minutes. Okay, have people had their hand up? Mater?
Yeah, just very quickly, I'm not sure if I missed in between, but just a reminder for all the working groups to submit the video for the Kubeflow 1.11 before the end of the month, as we're discussing the Kubeflow release team a call. So thank you for your attention on this matter.
So who hasn't submitted?
Well, right now, all the working groups. So it's like the call to action is for all the working group. There are the slides. The slides are assembled. So also if the slides are, you wanted to update the slides for your working group, is like the opportunity is now. But especially this current call to action is the video by the end of the month per Kubeflow release team meeting. Thank you.
I think some working groups haven't. I mean, Notebooks didn't put anything in it, but I don't know if other work. So do we have the link to the slides, or how are we going to chase people up here?
So in the Kubeflow release bi-weekly meeting that happens, so this is where we are typically collecting all the requirements that, for example, also track as surface. So this is the part where sort of like there are all the details from the agenda. I can give you in
link
chat.
in there? Yeah.
I will find the link and give it to you.
Cool.
One more. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, Andre, your last topic. We only got a couple minutes.
Yeah, I can see how many you has your hands up. You want to ask a question about release?
Yes, I want. Okay, you said they are currently looking for new contributors on the release, and I'm asking if is there a Slack channel for that, or how any information on how to apply for that and the qualifications.
Yeah.
So if you just want to help out, join the release team meetings. That's what we always recommend.
What's that?
There's a release team meeting. So one of the meetings we talked about at the beginning of the call is a release team meeting. You should join that.
Okay. Is that happening today? I swear.
No, it happens on Mondays. Am I right?
Yep, it's on Monday.
Right.
And there is also a Kubeflow-platform Slack channel. You can join and ask questions there.
Yeah, so it's every second Monday, I believe. So the next one is the 26th. And then there is a Slack one, which is called Dash Platform. Cool. Okay, we got 5
Can I
minutes.
get links to all these meetings and calls informations?
So that's on the Kubeflow website, or I've linked them all on this doc as well. So if you look at the Google Doc, that's in the calendar invite for this meeting. But we do only have 5 minutes, so I do need to hand to Andre. So Andre, what's your topic? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I could quickly just have 5 minutes, but I think previously we announced about this new Spark on Kubernetes calls. I think it was announced like in December, so we have a first call. So the rough idea, we want to have a place for folks to talk about data on Kube, and specifically running, Spark, Flink, Trino, any other data processing workloads. And I think we got a lot of really new attendance there. So I think it was around maybe 25 people who actually knew from multiple large organizations who are using maybe Spark on, Yarn, Hadoop systems, and they planning to migrate to Kubernetes. So I think it's great to see like their engagement there. And I think all in all, like I would strongly suggest everyone here to join this calls if you're excited about data and propose your topics, because like our goals there is to give folks a space to show some demos, maybe ask questions about data processing workloads. And if you have anything interesting to show, also feel free to propose a topic on this Friday call. I think meetings happening on Fridays at 9 a.m. Pacific time, bi-weekly. And the next meeting, I think, will be in the next week, not this week, but next week. We're going to show, like, the Vara and Manabu is going to show the MCP server demo for Spark History server, which is pretty cool because we already saw like adoption of this MCP server from a couple of organizations in production. And I linked the recording here as well. So pretty exciting. I think, like, us going to the data space, it's good all in all, because I think this, unfortunately, Cloud Native community doesn't spend much time for data. So I think we can be in a good space to, help people to migrate and help people to use Kubernetes for those workloads. Any questions for this?
Oh, okay, so is this the right link? Let me just confirm that that's the right link. Yeah, that's the right link.
Yep.
So if you want to get the meeting invite on your calendar, register on the new LFX platform, you click on this link or go to the calendar and click register. I just linked it here though. Cool. Anything else people should want to talk about? We've only got like 2 minutes. So if not, thanks everyone for coming. I guess we need to chase people up on these slides for the thingy, whatever it's called. The video recording. So I think we've already got slides, sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks everyone. How do I stop?
Thanks, guys. See you soon.